And HQ, shame on you. I remember high school, and I remember who got play and who didn't.
Welcome back to the channel. Angry Man joined another panel with the Untouchable Empire. First, he cooked to Becky, laid her out, and then as the conversation proceeded, he moved over to HQ. She's an older woman on the panel who, to me, represents the baby boomer perspective. That perspective that I'm pretty hard on because I think that this perspective has really let black women down in the last 20 to 30 years, and they usually come on the internet proving it. Hit the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell. Let's not waste 1 minute.
Structured. Teaches you hella stuff every single day, but you hate going to their class because they're so strict. They don't let you get on your phone. They don't let you bullshit around, right? So it's like you love going to the other class because they just let you run free. It's like having a substitute, right? That's my theory on that.
That's one way to look at it. There's also a couple of other things that could be going on. So one, you could have the girl that basically just wants to piss off her parents by dating somebody that she knows her parents will never approve of, basically to get back at them for whatever she feels like they're not doing in the moment. If she has a father that's not spending a lot of time with her, I'll go date the bad boy because that's going to piss off dad, or mom didn't do XYZ and I know she's not going to approve of this guy, right? So you have that. Then you also have the chicks that think they can change the guy. You know, they think they can change him into a good dude or whatever, or they just are too naive to understand that, yeah, he's dangerous. That also means he can be dangerous towards you. But I don't think they really care about that, because if push comes to shove, if the relationship goes bad, they always have the last option of playing victim. So, you know, if things go bad and it's not a good relationship and it becomes abusive, or they get their heart broken or whatever, they can always play the woe is me card. Oh my God, it was so horrible that I was in this relationship, because that's another way of farming attention.
Damn.
I guess you can say that. I really did not see it that way, though. And I just, you know, he needs to see that I'm not, like, actually cheating on him, blah, 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 blah. All these things I was trying to prove just because I just, like, really, really wanted to be with him. And it took a while to, like, actually get him to be my boyfriend, because he was kind of, like, the playboy. And I was like, oh, now he's actually with me. And I didn't want to lose him right after I got him. So...
Oh, that's the other side of it too. Social status.
I mean, there was no social status. There was no social status to gain from being with him. Trust me. But
white people for I don't know how long see being close to blackness as being down in any capacity. So that's just not true. Let's get back into it.
Initially, there was. If you're saying that he was the playboy, which meant that a lot of other girls liked him. And then you said it took you a while to get with him. And so when you finally got with him, whether you admit it or not, that was social status. Look at who I was able to get with. It's the guy that the other girls want.
It's hard because, like, in my friend group, he's not like a super attractive, whatever, like,
doesn't matter,
Chad kind of dude. Like, he's like a loser. He can't keep a job, like, kind of thing. Like, nobody was impressed with me dating him.
So then why would you describe him as a playboy?
Because he slept around a lot.
Which means that other women found him attractive enough to sleep with him, correct?
Pre-selection.
It was pre-selected, absolutely.
So so then by virtue of him being able to sleep with a bunch of girls, that's social status.
I guess you can say that. I really did not see it that way, though. And I just want to say, like...
Then what was the reason that you were attracted to him? I mean, you said yourself a second ago that he was a playboy. That was your words. And then you said that you tried really hard to get with him. So why would you try really hard to get with a loser?
Because I liked him. He was my friend, and we had a lot in common. and we had good
Excitement.
chemistry. I
So,
liked his
the
personality.
Excitement is why you liked him.
I'm pretty sure the other girls probably felt similar. That's why I'm saying he was.
I don't know if they even got to know him.
Talking about, man.
I think this is
I
just
don't know if they even got to know him. What type of response is that? Because you got to know him and there were a lot of qualities that you enjoyed, so much so that you wanted to get with him exclusively. So why would you think other women don't find him valuable also? We're not being intentionally dishonest for the sake of being evasive in this conversation, are we?
Yes.
I think it's a maturity thing. You see lots of young guys dating totally toxic, bad women too, chasing the bad women who don't care about them also. So I really think this is a maturity thing. It has nothing to do with beta bucks, blah, 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 blah. Eventually people grow up and do value more stability and calmness in their life and usually grow out of this. There's some people who don't, but it's not like a man-woman thing.
But the problem is he's still your type. Like you can grow up out of big booties and big titties, but he's still your type. You see what I'm saying? So even if you say, oh, I grow out of it and it was not all that, like we have a case, like I don't know if you guys saw what happened with Summer Walker, like some messages of her leaked, and she is trying to, right, Rose?
Pizza Hut. Her name is Pizza Hut.
Right, so she had this dude that then got another it girl, and instead of her having sex with 4 billion men in the planet, she wants that dude because every woman wants that dude, and that dude has a beautiful woman on his side. So, like, women a lot of times pretend that they don't see value in the man that not every other woman, but a lot of other women want. It's a challenge. I want him.
I can't believe we're even having a conversation about this in 2025. This just goes to show like how far women are going to avoid accountability in any way they can avoid it. The whole good guys finish last thing, this has been conversed about since the 80s. Women are trying to act as if they don't know any better and that they're just oblivious to where men have gotten these ideas that they go for the wrong kind of guy and circle back on the good guy when they're blown out and got a bunch of children. Let's get back into the clip.
Another woman wants him, but I'm going to get him and I'm going to value him because of that. But as soon as I get him and he starts to like me back, now he's a completely different game. Now he's super controlling. Now he's, and it's fair because he might be actually be there. Like a lot of men that are nonchalant when they are dating and they don't care about women. When they get one, they project. Oh, I was doing this when I didn't have the relationship and the monogamy thing. So I'm going to take her off the market on an aggressive way. Go ahead, Angry Man.
So I got to point this out because you immediately went to, I don't think it's a woman thing. There's fundamental differences between the way men and women date and mate. And the alpha fucks beta bucks thing, it's not something that somebody just came up with in their head. It's an actual thing.
It has been disproven, but
you don't typically. No, it hasn't. Stop.
It has.
No,
the literal guy who came up with it said he doesn't believe in that theory anymore.
It doesn't. That him not believing in the theory doesn't mean it doesn't work. Doesn't mean it doesn't function. So that's one thing, because this is the one thing that annoys the shit out of me with a lot of you newbies up here. It's like y'all come up here and you can't have a genuine conversation in good faith. It's like you're always trying to debunk the red pill. Mm-hmm. It's so freaking annoying. Number one, this is something no, it didn't. Because first of all, red pill is just.
She says it debunked itself. Very antagonistic and almost in the moment proves his point somehow. Let's get back into it.
Reality. Do you even know the definition of red pill?
Yeah.
What's the definition of red pill?
It's like from the Matrix, taking the reality pill instead of the blindfolded, fed in whatever.
So the blue pill was basically the fantasy that people were living in, and the red pill was them knowing the truth, right? Mm-hmm. So what you're telling me is the truth has been debunked.
No, because red pill is really a niche. Like, are we going to say like science is red pill? No.
Even if it was a niche, how does that prove that it's been debunked? Let's get back into the clip.
refer to when they refer to red pill. They don't say, "Oh, science is red pill."
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And that's the problem. The problem is y'all have come up here and you look at people like Fresh and Fit. You look at people like Andrew Wilson. You look at all of the new people that have come along and you base it off of that. That is not the origin of it. The origin of red pill, see, this is the part where you actually
This isn't new to me. I've been deep in this.
Where you actually listen. This is the part where you actually listen.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it's not new to you. Then tell me this. Give me 3 names of people that were the original red pill guys. Give me 3 names.
Oh God, off the top of my head.
Yeah, off the top. Yeah, you said you haven't just started doing this, so you should be able to do it.
You can say Andrew Tate, please.
No, I wasn't going to say Andrew Tate.
Okay.
I honestly forget their names. One of them is it's a black guy. I forget his name. Maybe Jackson or something.
Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson.
Of course, she mentioned someone who's for the last 20 years. Of course, she mentioned somebody who's for the last 10 years or so has been outwardly objective and against the red pill and against men having dating and relationship conversations about women that are challenging. He's been against red pill content. So again, she just placed someone who's never supported RP content right in the center of it. Let's get back into the clip.
No, we have drastically different lives when it comes to dating, especially when we start in high school. You start out from a position where you have way more of an ability to get guys. Maybe not every guy that you want, but you have a hell of a lot more of a shot of getting a guy than most guys do in high school. It's just a reality.
I'm not saying there's no differences. I'm saying when it comes to this, I think a lot of men do chase after the bad women, toxic women when they're younger, just like women do. They chase after bad, toxic men when they're younger, and then they mature and grow out.
You
don't know what you're talking about, do you?
See, the issue is women stay on the surface too long when dealing with men, only making a vast amount of their conclusions based on only things that they can see. They see men chasing women who end up having toxic qualities or bad behavior and then end up thinking that that's what the guys are chasing because that's the way that women chase guys. But actually guys are chasing women with nice physical packages who just so happen to be toxic, you know what I mean?
You're not understanding. Even though a woman can be toxic because she's a good-looking woman, you're correlating those two things. Guys chase women because of their aesthetics. We're not really thinking about the way they behave or the way their mentality is. We don't chase women that are considered the bad girls the way that women chase guys that are the bad boys.
The number one thing men are attracted to is confidence.
No,
how women behave.
It's big titty.
It all boils down to the fact that
No way.
Just one second, friends. Ghosty, you're going to put a woman with a lot of confidence and she's flat, and you're going to put a woman with no confidence that is juicy. You put her in front of 100 men. Like, let's go with Pamela Anderson and the plain Jane from 50 Shades of Grey. You are going to put both of them on their prime in front of men, and universally,
I mean, that's a pretty extreme.
How is that an extreme example? Because I'm certainly going to take a shy and coy Holly Berry over a confident and toxic bad boy Gabrielle Sinebe. You feel me? We're just trying to help you understand men. Why don't you care?
It's just a level of attractiveness.
But Fatty, we could take it a step further. I can tell you right now that a high school boy, when he's attracted to a high school girl, it has absolutely nothing to do with anything about her personality. It is literally the way she looks and the fantasy that he has made in his head about what it's going to be like if he can talk to her.
I don't think all men are that shallow. But
No,
if that's your
is-
experience,
nothing
go
is-
for it. But
Ghosty, but
All men are that shallow. See how everything that comes along with a guy has to be labeled something toxic. This is why men are just so up in arms nowadays about dating and relationships, and why even young men listen to these conversations nowadays is because everything that we do is a problem, and people want to go places where everything that they do isn't a problem or something toxic. What I'm starting to believe.
nothing is all men.
I'm pretty sure the last time I had a conversation with you, I pointed out that you cannot tell me the way men think. I'm pretty sure I pointed that
all right,
out.
then don't tell me the way that women date. Okay, about alpha bucks and alpha fucks and
I
beta
don't
bucks.
have to.
Don't tell me about
okay,
that then.
okay,
Okay,
so
shut the fuck up.
So number one, telling me how a man thinks is drastically different than me telling you how a woman dates. We can prove how a woman dates.
Yes.
You can't prove how a man thinks. Those are two different
the
things.
Thinking leads to the dating. They're kind of connected, but we can move on.
You can't prove how someone. So you're telling me you can prove how someone thinks?
Their actions are kind of determined by their mindset.
Really?
So, yeah.
But
So
Ghosty,
you're a
but
mind reader.
But that was the point, Ghosty. Like, you contradict yourself several times while you were talking, right? You admitted that women do it and men do it too, and then you said that doesn't exist. Like, you literally did that. You said men do it, like, men do it too, meaning men do it with women. Men chose like this toxic woman, and then they go get mature and they go get the secure woman. So you admitted that it happened.
That's not what alpha fucks and beta bucks is, though.
Alpha bucks is a dual mate strategy. It's literally what it is.
That's,
it's like
that's not the same as just liking
one
bad
second,
boys when you're young.
Alpha fucks and beta bucks is a dual male strategy. Women are going to go for the fun guy, for the very attractive guy, for the guy that is interesting, charismatic as all the woman. And then once they get tired of that, they will graduate into the secure guy, the guy that they wouldn't look their way.
That's not what that means.
Hey, Ghosty, respect.
That is what that is.
Hey, Ghosty. Actually, let me play a video. Woman.
So wait a minute. You're up here talking about alpha fucks and beta bucks, and you don't even understand what it means.
So they're saying that the alpha fucks beta bucks is men will sleep with the hot guy while using the boring whatever guy for his money.
No, there's dual mate strategy. Bucks means they cuff.
What does dual mating mean?
One second, please. I'm going to play this for you. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. This is the best video on the internet, right? He's going to describe exactly what you are saying. Pay with attention, Ghosty, because this is what we're talking about. It's not at the same time. It's a season, okay? So let's listen to this beautiful woman. 44 minutes. Let's hear what she has to say.
Secret that many guys don't know, especially in today's day and age, is that women love nice guys. We may not understand how much we love and appreciate them until we're a little older, and we've gotten that sort of asshole phase out of our systems. I'd say by our late 20s, early 30s is the point in our lives when we're just exhausted by the jerks and we have no time in our lives anymore for them. So we really start looking for men who we know will be great long-term partners, aka nice guys, right? And that's you.
Who would have knew?
So this is what we're referring, Ghosty. Even the people that we're talking about on this show today, Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. Megan Thee Stallion had a long history of very interesting men, and now she's 29 or 30, and all of a sudden she goes for Klay Thompson. That is a true good guy. Everybody has very good opinions about the character of Klay Thompson. This is the dual mate strategy. This is alpha fucks and beta bucks. Woman will fuck the men that they find attractive and excited and they like, and then when they get later in life and they want to settle down, they go for the secure guy, for the guy that is going to be more compliant, more responsible, take care of their kids, have a mortgage with them and all that. Do you disagree with what we saw here, or you don't agree? And then we go to... I
agree that exists 100%. I don't agree that that's what the alpha fucks beta bucks theory was originally talking about.
That's
But if
absolutely
you want to
what it
like
was originally
minimize it to
about.
that, then
That
that's
is
fine. We can.
absolutely what it was originally about.
We get it.
Absolutely, word for word, that is what it was originally about. See, this is the point I mean about these newbies that got so much criticism for Red Pill. They don't even know what they're talking about.
What the hell?
They don't even know. That is literally the original theory.
Okay.
What to go see? What will be buck? What is like alpha fucks? You know what it is. What is buck?
The
Beta
bucks.
bucks.
The guy with
Yeah.
the money. The boring guy with the money who's a simp or whatever, who provides her with a lifestyle, but she goes to the fucks guy for the fucks, for the
Provision.
genetics.
Isn't that what we're
But
literally
they're not
saying?
doing- but she's not doing that. You think
think-
that she's doing that at the same time.
That's what the
That's
dual
not-
mating strategy.
That's not no. Listen, that's not what it is. Okay, we're not. The original theory of alpha fucks and beta bucks had nothing to do with women screwing the guy they like
what
while
she did.
simultaneously getting the money from the guy that she's not attracted to. What it was women who were having their hoe phase with the
Right,
guys
bad
they
boy.
like, with the bad boys, and then once they got tired of the COCK carousel,
Right.
then they would date the nice
more
guy.
mature.
And this is the reason why in these spaces the guys have always been so against single mothers, because the single mother was a representation of a woman who
Going
got
through
pregnant and had kids by the alpha, and then later wants the beta to take care of her and those kids.
Mama, there
Okay.
goes that man.
That's what it was.
I don't. Let's leave it at this.
Fucking hard-ons. And I know this because I was one, right? And I'm not a shallow person, but I can tell you right now, when you're a teenager and you've been hit with puberty and your hormones are raging, you're looking at the visual, the aesthetic of the woman, or excuse me, the teenage girl. You're looking at the aesthetic of her. You're not thinking about her personality. You're not thinking about any of those things. You're just thinking about, oh, she's cute, I want to talk to her. That's as far as it goes. Now, after you start talking to her, you're getting to know her and things of that nature. But let's be real. In high school, how long does a high school relationship last? A couple weeks at the most. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not that invested into it, as opposed to girls who they're not just looking at the aesthetic of the guy. They like if he's clever. They like if he's charismatic. They like if he's funny. The average teenage boy, he ain't even listening to what you're saying.
Nope.
I promise you he's not even listening to what you're saying.
Not a
He's
damn thing.
He's staring at you. You feel what I'm saying? That's why girls always say boys are weird around that age.
Ali?
So women, so
And he says, man, young boys, they're not even. He's like, young boys, they're not even listening to you nowadays. They're just staring at you. And of course, the craziest visuals pop in your mind when you think of something like that. But of course, man, we were all that young kid, man. We all remember being nothing but pure unadulterated testosterone and horn.
basically we're looking at the physical attraction just like men. So why would we be any different?
That's all you're looking at?
No, we look for the good. We look for the good in men. We look for the good, likable qualities in men, regardless of whether they're edgy or not.
You full of shit. You understand that? You full of shit. You are
Okay,
Women
we're not
always
looking,
look
we're not looking for any
I
qualities.
think that's where the disconnect comes
in the
though.
teenage years. We're not looking for any qualities. We're not. And that's the only reason. See, that's why I said there's a difference. Girls, teenage girls will actively go after the bad boy.
Yeah,
They'll see a
they
boy
will.
that smokes, you know, he's outside of school smoking or whatever, or doing something he's not supposed to do. They'll actively go after that.
They
Most
will.
women don't just go
the
after
boys-
bad
the
boy. We don't look
boys-
for bad boys.
Boys,
We all saw the fine girls from our local areas when we went to school, when we were dusty and didn't have money. The guys who were older, who were outside of school, who had money and had cars, even if some of them were criminals, they got to date the girls who were going to school with us. And the girls who were going to school with us, they knew that these weren't good men for even being willing to date them at the ages that they were at, but they still did it and they bragged about it. And some of the women even like got a notch in social status for being able to be picked up by an older person after school, which of course is mad creepy. And the girl, you would think that the girl would see it as creepy also, but she doesn't. And she'll eventually grow up to be an older black woman who will make R. Kelly jokes at the reference of the same kind of man messing with a younger woman. Let's get back into the clip.
We don't look for bad boys. We just look for the attraction and hope they got nice qualities inside of that attraction.
Yeah,
that's what most women look at. We don't go out and say, I want to date the bad boy. No, we look for the good qualities in that bad boy too. We look for him to be nice. We look for him to be supportive. Every guy we get involved with, we look for him to do that.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
That would make any woman in that hypothetical scenario a fool. That would be like going to a prison and looking for a man to spend the rest of your life with, and your justification being that you're looking for good qualities in a man. Even though you're arguably in the metaphoric dumpster of the dating market, it doesn't matter because you're looking for good qualities. By your argument, that should be acceptable.
No, she's right. She's right.
One second. Hey, friends, 1 second. Just 1 second. HQ question. And King Ali and Angry Man, y'all can go first. Hey, this is a woman. This is a streamer, right? She's like a pass around. Like she been with everybody and anybody. Ghosty. On the white community, like, do most white men like Sydney Sweeney? They find it attractive?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I find her fucking attractive.
Okay. Do you think this woman or Sydney Sweeney wouldn't have every man fawning over them, even if they were boring woman or not interesting woman or woman that like, imagine that we don't know Sydney Sweeney personality or Scarlett Johansson or Angelina Jolie. Imagine that the man gets with them and they are just regular. They are not fun. They are not charismatic. Do you think most men are still going and trying to keep them if they have a good personality? Or you think they're saying, no, because I want a bad girl that is edgy and all that? Like, do you think most men will go? HQ and Ghosty, please.
Yes, of course. And it's the same for fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Like,
so they are, oh my God. So they are right.
Attractive people are attracted to attractive people? Yes, that is true.
No. Hey, 1 second, please. Dennis Rodman wouldn't get Pamela Anderson and Carmen Electra if he wasn't edgy. And you guys call Dennis Rodman ugly. Like, there's a lot of men that, for whatever reason, are not all ecstatically there, but because they add some type of charm, some type of charisma. Let's go with Seal. He's scarred all over his face. Like, when you look at men, there are several factors of attraction. That's what Angry Man and Ali are saying. When a woman look at the man, a man might not be very attractive, like on the top of the line, but he's fun, he's charismatic, he has some game.
Or he has fame and money. Let's just think about Lil Wayne. Have you guys ever seen the mothers of his children? They're all nothing but really good looking women. Nivea might have got a little bit overweight, I guess. But for the most part, back in her day, in her prime, we all were on her. And we all knew that he was on to something to be able to hook that, right? But we all know that if Lil Wayne wasn't rich, he would look like somebody standing outside of a gas station panhandling for change. So again, we know that hypothetical man standing outside of a gas station panhandling for change, he doesn't get to have a baby by Nivea. He doesn't get to have a baby by all these other beautiful women who Lil Wayne has had a baby by, you see? So let's get back into the show.
1 second, please. I never met a man that said, I am super physically attracted. I'm not physically attracted to this woman, but she's funny, so I'm going to cuff her.
Never.
But she's a bad girl, but I'm going to cuff her. But she doesn't know how to cook and she's toxic, but I'm going to cuff her. That usually happens on the woman's side, not on the man's side.
But there are unconventionally attractive women that are more attractive to men because of their personality.
Give me one name.
Hold on.
What?
See,
no, hey, Angry Man, before you go, please. Give me one. No, 1 second, please. 1 second. Give me one name of a woman that is middle of a pack when it comes to attraction level, that men fawn over her because of her personality traits.
Yeah.
One woman.
Most people aren't married to 10s. You realize
No.
that, right? Most people are married to average women.
Even if she is right, men marry the body, women marry the lifestyle. So even in that, guys, we're more looking for a good physical package still. Even if we end up settling down with average beauty, I bet you her body, something on her, maybe if it's her boobs, her butt, something she's got going on that he likes is keeping her there. We don't date people because we just like them. And I'm sorry that is probably painful for some of you women to hear, but this wouldn't be new news if you actually listen to men. If men could go out into society and be honest and actually not be ridiculed for it, you women wouldn't be so far from the fucking truth.
That man is a regular man, right? But
I don't even know who that is.
But every woman that been with him brags about some character traits that the man has that actually got him Ariana Grande, got him Kim Kardashian, got him all these. So we have a bunch of regular men that because they have other things, other personality traits, they are attractive to most women. Let's do the reverse. You are going to give me an average woman that we all know that because of her character traits, most men are like, oh my God, this show, she's so beautiful, she's so sexy, I want her. Give me one woman. One.
Dude, some people, just because somebody isn't a 10 doesn't mean that men can't be attracted to her because of how she is. This happens every single day.
Go, so you can't be doing
me, my boyfriend, like I'm a pretty average, not very pretty woman, and my boyfriend is attracted to me for who I am.
Now, she's right that she's average, and I appreciate her being able to acknowledge that, but even me, and I don't date plain, stale, flat butt white girls like her. But even I could see that somebody would find value in her. There's some guy who probably want to be around her and for the rest of his life and be cool with it. She's not hideous by any measure. So for her to act as if her boyfriend is settling down with Quasimodo is dishonest and pissing me off. Let's get back into it.
This is literally just average fucking attraction.
Listen to what we're talking about.
All right, I have a question after your question.
Yes, but we have to talk with each other, right?
I'm trying. I'm literally telling you.
But that's what you're not listening to me.
No, you're not accepting my answer. You're not accepting my answer. That's just the bottom line.
In nature, in media, so many women that say, "Oh my God, this man is not like handsome." But there's something in him. Like I like him. Like he's charismatic. He sings. He's funny.
Okay. If I took 10 minutes, of Googling, I guarantee you I could find a super A status celebrity male who is married to a pretty average looking basic woman. That's what
people have said this about Denzel Washington's wife because she isn't like some superstar level 10 out of a 10 gorgeous centerfold looking woman. But does that mean Denzel Washington is not attracted to his wife? Because there are some people who might believe that he could do better. See, again, you're making the same mistake Angry Man was just trying to help you with earlier. You're assuming to know what these men are thinking, but you don't. Get back into the clip.
you're asking me.
Go see, you keep moving the conversation.
Oh
you
my
have
God.
to listen to me, please. Because if you can't listen, you can't reply to me.
You can't.
Right? Again, I'll repeat it again. I can find you woman saying, my ex was ugly. This celebrity, I don't find him attractive, but for whatever reason, I don't know, because he sings, because he's funny, because he's charismatic, because he does these things, like he gets me wet, he gets me going, I like him, right? Find me a woman in media that we all know that is average looking and that men fawn. And every time they see her, they're like, oh my God, I want that woman.
This one.
Even though she's average looking because of her personality traits, because she's funny, because she's exciting, because find me one of these. And if you can't,
Zoe Deschanel?
Us guys have already picked that girl, and it's Oprah. It's Oprah. We already picked her out. We talk about it in barbershops all over the country. How we wish Oprah was sexier so that like we could want all the other things about her that women typically find attractive in men. We want to appreciate Oprah for the fact that she sold a bunch of books. She's more accomplished than most black women who have ever breathed oxygen. She plays Sophia in The Color Purple. We love how she's evil and we can't stop watching her. But the punchline is always that we still can't bring ourselves to wanting to sleep with her in a way that's actually meaningful and be with her in a way that's meaningful. And even average men find this baffling when they think deeply about it, that they could be sitting in front of Oprah worth billions of dollars and it wouldn't matter in the face of her not being attractive idealistically to the man. So what does that say? Let's get back into the clip.
Like I don't know very many celebrities, to be honest with you. Like obviously this exists.
Okay, so here's the problem with this, right? And HQ, shame on you. I remember high school.
No.
And I was come on. I remember high school. I was a bad boy. I remember high school. And I remember who got play and who didn't. Okay, so we not gonna sit here. See, this is why men.
No, you all are making it seem though it's some funny dynamic that women are physically attracted to men.
I would love to be able to finish a sentence.
Go ahead.
Love to be able
no respect.
So let us talk too. Okay.
No, because here's the problem. We let you talk. You're the one that interrupted me.
Because we can't get in.
You've been. See, this is where the problem comes in.
No, we're not going to have the meta conversation. Angry Man finished the point and HQ went interrupted. Go ahead.
No, this is where the problem is. The problem is every time, this is why men do not trust women, because every time y'all come on the internet, you're lying to try to avoid everybody revealing how goofy you are. You're goofy. You're goofy as hell. And what you do is you jump up here on the internet trying to keep the lie alive. We're literally opposites, to the point where a man will overlook a woman's behavior because of how she looks, and a woman will overlook a man's looks because of how he behaves. We're literally the opposite. Literally.
I have a question.
Angry Man is saying it's true, and I'm glad that he pressed HQ directly, because older black women in the black community have let down black women in so many ways. And I believe when it comes to this particular subject of women dealing with bad boys more than the good men, I think our women suffer from this the most, and the stats prove it. We got more single mother-led households than any other community, and I think that it's a result of that type of thinking. And for HQ to act like she doesn't know about this after maybe, I don't know, 30 to 40 years of living in the black community, or having 30 to 40 years of adult reference and things that black people go through, I know that she's seen single mothers in the black community have babies with the wrong guy, because that's sort of the majority of our single mothers. I think when a black person tries to be evasive about this, it's almost comical. It's hilarious, because our community was built on this logic. So to act as if you deny it is so incredibly dishonest. It's counterproductive to any progress that might be possible when it comes to the black family. Hit the subscribe button, also with the notification bell, so you be notified every single time we post content just like this. I'll see you guys on the next one.